Welcome to episode 15 of the tutorial series Livewire 3 from scratch. My name is William Juma. In this episode, we are going to learn about how to use the same component for create and edit. We will use the model that we created in the previous episode and modify it to be used as the edit form. Let us go ahead and work on that. The first thing that I want us to do is to be able to display products here. So I want us to copy a table from getbootstrap.com. I'll just copy up until here. And this table, I'm going to paste it on our all products component, the one that we did create in our previous episode, even though we didn't put anything so much. We only had a button and imported a Livewire component to it. So I open views and then Livewire, and then we will open all products. So in between where we have the button and where we are including our Livewire component, the create product component, I want us to paste this one here. And then of course, being a table, we will close it with a table body, and then we will also close it with the closing table tag. After that, I would like us to just have name. I think it was title, and then the other field was description in what we were working on in our previous tutorial. Then the other input was price. And then of course I want to copy such that we will have one more column. So I'm going to copy these and paste here. And this one, we will just leave it as action. It's the column that we'll be having our edit button. And inside here, I would like to loop through products. I have not been able to create the products in our all products Livewire class, but we can be able to just work on it and then go and do it on the other side. So here I can have a for each loop, for each, in this case, products as product, like that. And then we can have end for each here, at end for each, like that. And then here for the sort of like our ID or the numbering, I just want us to use the loop index, and then I will do +1, and then we are going to have the title. So here we have product title, and then I would like to copy this and paste on the other fields. So here we are going to have, sorry, it seems I didn't copy it quite right. So here we are going to paste it and then paste the same here. So one of them we will call description with a small letter, not capital, description, like that. And then this last one we call it price. Then of course we need one more table data, whereby I would like us to have a button here. So I'm going to have a button with a class of btn primary. We will close the button, and then we will have the name of the button. I'm going to call it edit, like that. So this is sort of the addition, and I want when this button is clicked, something happens, but before we do that, let us first of all go to our products Livewire class. So we go to Livewire, then all products. Then I would like us to load the products here. So we are going to use a product model, use app Livewire product, like that. And then inside here I can be able to declare public property, public products, like that. And then I also want us to have a mount function, so we're going to have public function mount, which we are going to use to load our products. So we can just refer to this public property here using these products, and we can say it's equal to product. So this is our model product all, like that. I think that is good enough, even though of course when I check the models, I believe we do not have a model called product. We don't have it. So I'm going to create the model and also the migrations. So let us go ahead and do that. I will open another instance in terminal, and I'm going to run the command php artisan make model, and our model is called product. Then of course I want to tag the migrations to create both the migrations and the model. And then what I'm going to do is to open our models folder and open product, and I just want us to allow mass assignment. So what we are going to do here, we are going to have protected, fillable, and then we can have the array of values. So in this case we have title, and then we have description, and then lastly we have price, like that. Now I would like to go to our database, the database folder, migrations, and inside here I just like to create some columns here. So table string, and this one we are going to call it title, and then you have description and you have price. So this will be description, and then we will have price. Maybe we can have it as integer. Let me call it price, like that. Basically we have all the fields that we require. I'm going to run the command php artisan migrate to be able to migrate our tables. I believe everything is fine. Let me refresh and see if our table displays properly. Obviously currently we do not have any records in our database. It says app livewire product not found, but I had included the class. I guess it's because I'm using Paint. Sometimes it clears out whatever it is that we have written if we have not been able to use the dependency. So let me open all products again and import app models product. I wrote it badly. It's supposed to be app models product, not app livewire. So that's okay. After that I want to attempt again, and now I think everything seems to be fine, but of course we have not been able to create any product, so that's the reason why it's not being displayed. I want us to open the create product class because we created two things, and here I would just like to activate product create with the validated, and here I would like to import use app models product. And once we have it like that, remember yesterday in the previous tutorial we were not saving, but now right now I have uncommented this, and now we can be able to save our product. So let us attempt and see what happens. So I'll refresh to just capture all the changes, and then type in a title product 1, and then a description, and then a price. I'm going to just type in a value and then click save. And now it says product created. When I refresh, we have our product here. And now we also have our button. When we click it, I want it to still just open for us the same model. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open our Livewire view class, and then I'll just copy the class that we have on our create. So the type button, btn primary data toggle, all those things up until the end here, because it's the same thing, because we have that which we can be able to use to trigger our button. And I would like to replace all this that I'm having here with that, and then save. So now if we are to refresh, and also click the edit button, still it will give us the same model. So the same model is given to us when we click create, and then also when we click edit. That is good enough. I want us to go ahead and do something, and I would like to go to the create product Livewire class, and above here I would like to declare another property on top of whatever it is that we had in our previous tutorial. I want us to have public, and what I want us to have here, we can call it form title. That's the first thing I want us to have, form title, like that. And by default we will be working with the create product, so create product like that, and then of course close it with semicolon. So when I go back here, I want to change this title here such that it will not be giving us model title, it will be giving us create product. So let me do that. So we can open the all products.blade, not all products, we have to open create product, the other Livewire view that we created. So create product, because it's the one that has the form. And inside here, what I would like to do is to now pass in our title here. So what we can be able to do is just pass, receive that prop here. I think we have called it form title, like that. So now if we are able to refresh, we can be able to see our title is called create product, and even when we click edit, it is still create product. We will be able to handle that in due time. So now I want us to continue and do a few things here. I want to, before we continue, I want us to also declare inside create product, I want us to declare another property. So public, and this property here is the one that you tell us whether we are editing the form or whether we are creating. So I will have the property called edit form, edit form like that, and we can set it to false. So at the initial creation of this form, in this case we want edit form to be false. Now I want us to go to create product.blade.php. We want, when we have edit form, we display some different inputs below here, and when we have edit form being active, we also declare different things here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to have these two buttons rendered conditionally. So for the first, we can say if, so this is for the instance where we are editing. So if edit form, we can say at if, because we are in Blade, we will use the Blade directive at if, and then we can pass in our property edit form, and this we're just checking if it is set to true. And then I also want us to have at else, and then at else, yes, it's here, and then I will also have the end of yes, at end if. I think that one is okay. So we have if, at else, and if. So if we have edit form, in this case edit form is true, then it means we are editing our form. Therefore I want to copy the two buttons that we are having here, both of them. We will be able to display them here. And now we will not call it save changes, we are going to call it update. Let me call it update like that. So the first button will be called update, and when we click it, I want us to have it hitting the method update. So that is when we are saving the information. And then of course this other one, so if the edit form is false, then in this case whatever it is that we are doing, we are actually creating a new form. So basically, I mean creating a new product, so we can be able to have those ones inside here. Now I would like to refresh such that we check the changes. So now when I click this one, you can see it's saying save changes here, but obviously even this one you do the same, save changes. But I would want to curiously be able to just go to our class and change this to true and see what happens. So when we refresh, now because edit is on, now we are having update. But it doesn't matter, even if you click here, it will still be the same thing. But I want us to be able to handle that one in a better way. So let us set it to false again. And then now, I want when we click the edit button, I want us to be able to trigger another function here, which I'm going to call edit. So let me create it entirely below here. So public function edit like that. And when edit is triggered, I want the first thing that we do is to set the property. So this property that we are having here, that we are calling edit form. So this edit form, we will now set it to true. So if we are by any chance able to trigger this method here, what I would like us to do, I would like us to trigger this, because actually our table is inside a different component. When you see clearly, what we have, our table is actually in a component called all products. So if we are to click on the button, this button here, the edit method will be checked you go to this all products Livewire class and try to check for the edit method. So it's not the best way to put a click handler here. But what I would like us to do is to be able to sort of like respond to an event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an event here, which then we can be able to listen on our edit method. So basically that is what I would like us to do. So we will have a click handler here. So I'm just going to have at click. And this is where we are having the edit button. So edit. So at click, I want us to dispatch an event. So in this case, we will use $dispatch. $dispatch. Then we will open brackets and then the name of our event, let me call it edit -mode. And then after that, I would also want us to pass the ID of the product, because if we are clicking to edit, we need to pass the ID such that we can be able to get that specific product and then do the manipulation. So what I will do, I will have a comma here, and then we will be able to now have ID and then now pass in our ID. So basically the double curly braces, and here I will pass in product ID like that. I will save this. Maybe I can extend it such that you can be able to clearly see what I have typed in there. So this is what we have. And then now, once we have this event dispatched, we can be able to listen to it inside our class. So in this case, we will listen to it inside create product. And remember, this event is dispatched everywhere. We are not dispatching it to a specific component. So it's dispatched to all components. They can be able to listen. So for us to be able to listen to it, we can just have the attribute, and we can say on, and inside here we can be able to pass in the name of our event, and we called it edit -mode. But since we are using the attributes, I also must import the attribute here. So in this case, we will also, on top of the rule attribute, I also want us to import another attribute called on, like that. Because as you can see, we are accessing it by saying on edit mode, like that. And then what I would like to do is to pass in the ID, because we are listening to it on this method. And I would like to just do dd ID, like that. So I want to see if there is an ID that is reaching this method. So let us attempt and see. I'm going to refresh, and then when I click edit, now you can see there is something that is being triggered here. As much as the model is being displayed, also there is an event that is being triggered. I can even refresh and try again. You can see again we have something that is being returned. So that is fundamentally very important. And now I can be able to change several things, because we have said now edit form is true. In fact, if we are to check our form now, it is now not appearing with save changes. Let me just click here and you see now it is displaying, but now it's still having save changes. Yes, because we are stopping this before it reaches setting of the edit form to be true. That notwithstanding, let us continue. I also want to set the form title to something else. So we are going to do two things. I'm also going to do this form title. We are going to set it to edit product, like that. And I want us to try it out and see what happens. So we will refresh, and I want us to click on edit, and now you see edit product. Only here we are not having changes. I do not know why, because it seems there is a problem. Edit form, yes, there is a typo here. It's supposed to be edit form, not edit form. So let us check again. We refresh. Now when I click on edit, now you can see it says update. And then when I close it and refresh, and then when I click on create, it is saying what? Save changes, something of that sort. I think we are moving on well. Now the next thing I want to do is to have a public product variable, a property here. So again, I want to create one more. So here we are going to have public product like that. And then now I want us to then find a product and set it here, and then be able to access its values. So what I'm going to do inside our edit method, I'm going to say this product will be given by product, and then this, I'm actually using Eloquent to find a product. So in this case we can say find or fail, and then in this case we can be able to pass in this ID because we tested it and we saw that it's being returned. So once we do that, then we can be able to set the other properties. So in this case we have other properties here, like the ones that we had in our previous: title, description, and price. So those ones I want to set them after we have been able to find them. So in this case we can say this title will be given by product. So we are referring to this product. So in this case I can say this product, and then title, like that. And then of course we can be able to copy this down several times. So then this description will be given by product description, like that. And then this price will be given by product price, like that. So now I want us to check and see what happens. So I'm going to refresh, and then I will click create. Of course it's like that. Then I want to click edit. Now you can see it's returning product 1, the description, and the price. So basically it's possible for us to be able to update and save this new product. There is something though that we didn't do in our previous tutorial. We worked on this close such that when we click on it, then everything is reset. But on this button here, we did not handle that. That is what I want us to just handle now. So let me open the create product class and then modify that. So we have create product. We said wire click close. So this one I will copy it, and I also want to paste it somewhere where we have the button for closing above here, because we have it somewhere. We have the description and we have the form label. Everything is there. It's somewhere inside our, yes, here where we are having dismiss. So here I also need to have it here such that we will also be able to reset. Now in our reset method inside create product class, we were resetting several things, or we were resetting everything. I think that one is okay. We can reset everything, or maybe we can specify the title, every other thing like that. But basically I think that one is just fine. So now if we attempt to create, we will be using the create method. If we attempt to update, here where we say update, we will get an error because we do not have the update method. So that is what I would like us to go ahead and modify and have. So here what we are going to have, we are going to have public function update, and then inside here we can be able to now update our product. So the first thing that we can do validation. So I can say validated is given by this validate. Remember, we are using the same validation logic that we had for creating the products, so we will be using the same. And I want to just get up the product, and maybe let me save it in this variable that we are calling p. So p is we are going to find our product. So in this case you can say product, we're just using eloquent product find or fail, and in this case we can be able to pass the product ID. So in this case I can just say this product ID like that, and then after that we can be able to say p update, and we can be able to just pass in the validated like that. So the fields that have been validated, we can pass them there, and then I can be able to still have a session message. So session flash, and inside here we can have a status, and we can say that the product updated successfully like that. And now once we have that, if I'm able to refresh and we click on edit and we have it like that without changing anything, we say update, now it says product updated successfully. If I type in here my awesome description, I have a typo and I click update, so even then still our product is updated. If I refresh, now you can see it has been captured inside our database. So basically we can be able to do it like that, and we can be able to achieve both create and update. So here I can be able to type in a new title, product 2, and the description we can just say DESC, and price we can put 9, and we can save changes. So even for this product created, and then we can be able to just refresh and display it. This is the end of the tutorial episode. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. By doing this, you will be notified when I upload another awesome video. If you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up and share. You're welcome to engage in the comment section. Thank you.